ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
In this episode, we are honored to host Mr. Charles Kinniburgh, a seasoned expert with over 25 years of experience in project management within the asbestos removal and demolition industry. Mr. Kinniburgh represents Angus as a CEO. So, to know more details and informations about Angus and Mr. Charles, stay tuned.
I would like to thank them for the opportunity of working here, and I would like to congratulate them also.
Welcome, dear audience, to your favorite program, Peers of Union, which shed light and focus on the successful journeys of the inspiring individuals here in the UAE. And today from Abu Dhabi, we are highlighting and shedding the light on a new successful story with Mr. Charles Kinniburgh, the CEO of Angus. Welcome, sir. We are pleased to host you today.
Thank you very much.
Sir, at first, can you tell us about yourself, your background, and the significant milestones you've achieved to present you to everyone?
My story started many years ago. I studied to be an accountant, first of all, but my grandfather was in the demolition business. My father was in the demolition business, and I eventually joined them in the demolition business also. My son last year has also joined, so we have now 4 generations of Kinniburghs in the demolition business. Working with my father was probably where I gained most of my experiences in demolition, and the experience that I needed to be a leader to do what was necessary to get the jobs executed safely and professionally through my career. Asbestos removal attracted me because in most buildings that require demolition in Scotland, asbestos was present, and asbestos, being a hazardous waste material, has to be removed prior to the buildings being demolished. So I started learning about asbestos removal, and you have to be licensed in the UK, which is very strict to get licensed, because as you probably know, asbestos does kill. People who have been exposed to asbestos fibres, and we're talking about 20,000–30,000 deaths in the UK every year because of asbestos. So this is why I started working in the asbestos business.
So what are the challenges you face at the beginning of your career, and how did you overcome them?
Well, we started working in the asbestos business around about 1980. By the 1990s, we were fully established, licensed to carry out this work in the UK. Now, what we ended up doing was basically we had an inquiry here in 2002, which was basically removing asbestos from 3 super tankers, a huge job in Dubai dry docks, which we managed to acquire. We had to educate our workforce, we had to train them for safety procedures, how to wear the apparatus necessary for carrying out this dangerous work. So we successfully completed this contract, and it was the biggest contract that they had ever carried out in the UAE.
Sir, who have been your biggest supporters and mentors throughout your career?
I would like to say that my father is very important in supporting me throughout my whole career, because I moved here to set up business in the oil and gas fields, particularly the oil and gas business in Abu Dhabi. And we developed our business with a lot of customers, with a lot of help through Centre of Waste Management and Tadweer throughout our career here. One of probably the largest contracts that we carried out was the demolition of the Mina Plaza, which was 4 multi-story buildings, height of over 170 meters high. And we blew them down by explosives, which was one of the biggest jobs that I've carried out here. That was in 2020. And we earned ourselves a place in the Guinness Book of Records because of that.
So, sir, every successful venture starts with a strong foundation and a clear vision. So how was Angus founded?
Well, we founded really in the UAE here, and we developed our business throughout the UAE. We are an international company, which we have worked in Africa, Singapore, and throughout the UK also. So we have developed our business here to be fairly successful. Most of our type of business has been asbestos removal, because the demolition that they carry out here is done by antiquated methods. And we are not really competitive in the ball and chain type of demolition they carry out in the city, which is not super safe. So we have developed our own techniques of demolition, and we now have quite a reputation for demolition and asbestos removal here in the UAE.
What more services your company provides in the region?
Well, we have started working, removing a lot of asbestos roof sheeting, which is a low-risk form of asbestos. We have also started resheeting buildings with composite panelling. So this is a different side of our business which we are developing now. We are reinstating, not just removing asbestos and demolition. Demolition we have developed into different fields also. We're looking at land remediation and ensuring that we're working for offshore companies as well as onshore.
Sir, growth required well-planned strategies. So what are the future plans and strategies for Angus?
Well, we tended to look at different markets. We've had the last 2 years been very busy here. So we haven't really needed to look a lot for the type of work that we need. A lot of our customers have been developed over the last 20 years I've been here. And we've been quite fortunate that we have repeat business from these customers, including local authorities, government bodies. We've carried out a lot of contracts over the years for them.
And how are you planning to enter into a new market, especially in the GCC region?
Well, the new markets, as I said, we are doing the reinstatement now. We're looking at other alternatives. At the moment, we're sticking to our core business, which we know asbestos removal and demolition.
Which should be your first destination after Dubai, after Emirates?
I don't think I'm nearly a retirement age, so I'm not. My son was maybe looking at possibly Australia as another venue. And for the type of work that we're doing with vessels, which is the FPSO conversions, which are basically floating oil refineries, we're looking at the Singapore market again, possibly.
So now, sir, what are the key accomplishments you are most proud of at your company, and how do you distinguish yourself by providing great solutions for people?
I think what we've been successful at since we came here is educating people of the dangers of asbestos. People don't know a lot about asbestos materials. They know it is dangerous, but they don't know why it's dangerous. People die because of asbestos exposure, and this is what we are trying to prevent. We are trying to do what is necessary so people are not exposed to asbestos. Asbestos has been banned in the UAE, so it's no longer used, and mostly found in old buildings and buildings which are mostly commercial. So this is the type of markets that we're targeting. We do the survey to make sure people know if they have asbestos, and we also do the removal and disposal. So we do the full package really.
So sir, how your company assists clients in complying in international and local regulations?
Again, these have been developed over the years. We've seen great progress there with Tadweer Centre of Waste Management and OSHAD and the Environmental Agency. A lot of the regulations now are very similar to US and UK regulations, which are strict. There is penalties and there is fines for people who don't do things correctly, which is we have found over the years people have dumped asbestos in deserts and left material lying in various places which should be disposed of properly. So the regulators have done a fantastic job over the last 10 years, and the regulations, I would say, are as good as the UK now.
Sir, how can you define success for us?
Success for me, I think, is enjoying life and doing what you enjoy. I think people need to be educated with safety, professionalism. You can see what has happened here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Fantastic cities have been built with quality buildings, and we have seen fantastic developments. We have played a very small part, I think, in carrying out asbestos removal projects safely and professionally. But I'm very glad to be part of that here in the UAE, because I think what they have shown the world here and the rulers here have shown what can be done by looking at the future and what people want, and the success has been phenomenal.
Sir, what's your advice now for the people or for the entrepreneurs are looking to enter this field?
I think Dubai and Abu Dhabi, the UAE in particular, is a land of opportunity. For young people to come here, there is so much opportunity, and I would encourage people to come from all over the world and be part of this. Our particular business helps for redevelopment. We clear away the old buildings, remove asbestos, dangerous materials used in the past which will no longer be used. But for young people to come here, there's a fantastic opportunity, and I wish them every success.
Finally, we conclude this meeting by a message from you to the UAE rulers and governments.
I would like to thank them for the opportunity of working here, and I would like to congratulate them also in what they have achieved so far, and I wish them very best in the future.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for this amazing interview with you.
Thank you.
And best of luck in the future plans.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear audience, we reach the end of our interview. Watch us next week, and goodbye.